The Star Unfiltered here with Twan, Noah, and Mula.
What it do, baby? What it do?
The Cowboys, man, another L. Back to a losing record. They dropped down in heartbreaking fashion, 2-3-1, losing to the Carolina Panthers, a game-winning field goal to walk it off. Bryce Young leading a six, running out the last 6 minutes and 7 seconds on the final drive, getting in field goal range, completing a fourth down, and completing multiple third downs. Mullah, I gotta start with you, man. What's your thoughts on this game, man?
we're we're fucking done. Like I said last week. You know what? I didn't expect it to be the Panthers, bro. I thought it was gonna be the Cardinals. We're fucking done. That's it. That's literally my synopsis, bro. It's a fucking wrap. We're washed. We need to tank the season and get a good draft pick, bro.
Twan, what's your thoughts on the game, man?
I mean, brother, I would just refer everyone back. I know we have a few followers now. Just refer back to last episode. I mean, at this point, I'm a psychic, brother. At this point, I need to be paid by someone. Like someone has to put me on their payroll, brother. I said it's gonna be one of these games that's gonna sneak up on them that y'all are supposed to win. I gave it. I think I did give it to Bryce. I said either Bryce or Kyler Murray, or I think I said both. But I knew what was gonna happen, brother. I knew it. I wasn't excited. I didn't get excited at one bit. I seen how the game started off. I seen that they wasn't containing Dowdle, which was going to be a problem late in the game. I knew it was going to be a close, drawn out battle, but it's a disgrace at this point, man. At this point, we're just watching for entertainment, which I've always have, but it's a disgrace. I mean, I'm ready to get started.
Noah.
First and foremost, I want Matt Eberflus to get the fuck off my field. I'm done with him. I nigga's ass. I swear, like last week, we literally just talked about having some balls, and this dude don't have shit. Nigga, I could come up with a better fucking game plan than that man. I swear. Holy shit, this is too many times. As soon as I seen Rico Dowdle, chunks, 8 yards, 10 yards, 12 yards, the same motherfucker that was in our backfield for 5 years and did not do shit until last year. And we let him go up and down the field. Get out. Just go. Get the fuck out. Get your ass on somewhere, bro. I'm done with him.
Hmm? Get on their ass, Noah.
You know
Shit.
what's crazy? I read a stat. I saw a stat. This is apparently the most combined scrimmage yards a player has ever had going up against his former team. I think he had, what was it, over 230 combined yards? It was
230.
183 rushing, 6.1 yards a carry as well, and then 56 yards. He was the leading receiver and rusher. Just absolutely dominated the game. I just think the most damning part about this one was that final drive. I mean, six 6 minutes and seven left. You know, Cowboys offense is putting the ball away, thinking, okay, at worst, we're gonna get the ball back with a chance to at least win or tie the game, even when they're punting the way at that moment. They're not thinking that's the last time they're getting off the field. There's no way that's going across any of their minds. But it was the fourth down, it was the third down. I want to talk about that third down actually, or the fourth down. I mean, and I don't want to point. I don't want to. I think it was Deron Bland, and I don't want to just criticize him because I kind of see this quite a bit sometimes in the league where it's fourth in a situation like that, and you give 10 yards of cushion. I never for the life of me could understand that. And from the moment the ball, that they were lined up, the offense was lined up, it was so obvious where the ball was going to go. I mean, the guys lined up, it's fourth and four. It's the easiest pitch and catch. I mean, I think Renfro knew he was getting the ball even before the ball was snapped. Bryce Young knew where he was going. I think Dave Canales on the sideline knew exactly what was going on. It was just I could not understand that. Can someone please explain to me why on a situation like that you give so much cushion?
Because they dumb as fuck, bro. That's it. Like Noah said, get Matt Eberflus the fuck up out of here. Get this nigga the fuck out of Dallas, bro. I really got a problem with that. I don't even like his face, bro, if I'm being real. I don't like shit about that nigga, bro. I'm just starting. I'm about to start just keeping it a buck, bro. I'm just don't like these niggas. I swear to God, bro, I'm not capping. I was riding down the street. You know, I live right by the Star. I'm riding down the street earlier today. Car in front of me, right by the field where they practice at. Stops in front of me, black Suburban. Somebody hops out. It's a player and shit. You know, I'm right behind him trying to get to my spot. Motherfucker hop out with a box of pizza and a soda in his hand. I swear to God, bro. I wanted to get out and give him the nigga ass, but that nigga was big and big. Hey, that nigga was solid. But I'm like, bro, I wanna fold this nigga right now, bro. You nigga playing with me, bro. You nigga really playing with our emotions, bro, and I don't like that shit. So like Noah said, get Eberflus the fuck up out of here. I don't know why they played back so far on fourth down. Cause you gotta think, bro. Like, say if he, we're not even guaranteed to, like, say if he caught the ball in before he passed the first down marker, like he still can even fight. You need to make him have to work for it. You need to make the nigga work for it. At least make him work, bro. Make him have to fight for that extra yardage, bro. It's 4 yards.
He didn't even have to run a route.
He
It
ain't
was
had to run
like,
around.
he didn't even have to run a route. John, what's your thoughts on that play, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know if they like to not get beat over the top, or they more so playing preventive to the point where, okay, if they do get it, it's cool, but they didn't get a touchdown. But it just doesn't make sense. I always question that because they're not the only team that do that. Quite a few teams play off like that. And I don't
Yeah,
know.
bro. It's not just them. I've seen on third downs, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, your
Exactly.
cornerbacks landing 10. I can never makes no sense to me. Never makes no sense to me. I
Bro, sound
mean,
like Vegas, bro.
especially in that situation, it definitely doesn't make no sense because a field goal is gonna win the game.
Don't
So
win the
what are you
game.
preventing? You're playing preventive defense. I mean, you rather have them score the touchdown. In fact, they got the first down and then they were trying to let them score the touchdown on
Yeah.
the one play where they were like 20 yards away. It was not gonna happen. They were not gonna score the touchdown from there. But um, but yeah, Noah. Before I move on, though, you wanna answer that final question, man?
Yeah, so that 4th and 3, I looked at it, right, when I spoke to you yesterday. But on top of that, I looked at it again, right? So I think what Eberflus was thinking was, you see Kenneth Murray. Kenneth Murray is lined up on the line, right? But he drops back. I think he was depending on Kenneth Murray to jump that route. As you see, Kenneth Murray, like, he was late, obviously, but he was expecting to jump the route. Either way, I don't understand why you would do that. You have Trayvon Diggs lined up in man. You have Shamar James lined up on Rico Dowdle on the bottom of your screen. Man, I would trust Diggs in man than whatever the fuck he's been doing the past 6 weeks. Now, look, listen. You paid this dude $92 million to sit back and give pillow cushion. What the fuck are we doing? I would just have Murray just blitz. Just blitz him. Come after him. You had 4 people on the line of scrimmage. Come after him. Send all 5 and have Deron Bland just man coverage. It's
Aggressive
fourth
ass.
and 3. You do that, I look, I'm not gonna guarantee it, but I think we were gonna get the ball back. If he lined up Bland and man coverage and just blitzed, just sent one extra rusher. As soon as you suffocate Bryce Young, he's not gonna play well, especially when he turns his back. Another thing, yeah, teams always be doing that, especially when they're trying to get into field goal range. It's just ridiculous. Um, Eberflus is just, everything about him is just soft. The coverage soft. Like, what is wrong with him?
Yeah, you say getting the ball back to that. Here's also another issue I also had. See, I think this game kind of epitomizes Dak as well as a player. Look, Dak played a really, I thought he played a really good ball game. Didn't turn it over yet again. Played really, really well. 25 34, 261 yards, 3 touchdowns, protected the ball. But they did have the ball with 8 minutes left, tie game. It's out of midfield, and they're going backwards. Whenever quarterbacks in that moment they elevate, they're the better quarterbacks, the elite quarterbacks, they elevate their play in those moments and and they score touchdowns. You've seen Baker, he's done it countless times this year. And Baker, this is his first year playing at this sort of level. Dak, again, I mean, he had his moment to win this game. He had his moment to continue a great season that he's had. And in my opinion, he failed in that moment. Now, there's Now everything went bad in that drive, and what that 3 plays was not his fault. I mean, yeah, he could have threw the ball down on that. There was no necessary. It wasn't necessary throwing the ball at Javonte Williams in that situation. But how many quarterbacks, when they get themselves in that position where you just need to make that next play, get it done? There's been countless times that Dak will go on these great runs, but when it's time to make that next play, he fails. And I think this was another perfect example of that. If I'm being too harsh, I want somebody to refute me because he did play a good game.
I think you've been a little too harsh on Dak, man. Like I said, man, he's in the MVP. He would be in the MVP runnings if we had a better record. And this goes back to what I said last week, where our defense is not equipped for a shootout. Because you can't expect Dak to play perfect. Now we're asking. We're asking for perfection. He's already playing good. What was it? 28. I don't know his stats. 291, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. I mean, that's a great game. That's a great game. He ain't gonna convert every.
261.
Go again. What'd you say?
261 in
Oh, okay,
261.
261. So now, like, we expecting Dak to play, perfect. We want him to turn into Josh Allen. He ain't Josh Allen. He's gonna make mistakes. You know, that's why it's a team game. Football is the most team game there is. It ain't just one person that can just get the rock and take over the game and that's it. Everything got to work as a collective, bro. And you're gonna come up short, but that's where you gotta step. You gotta rely on your defense. Okay, fuck it. We weren't able to convert the first. Our defense got our back. Our defense don't got our back. Our defense ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't really necessarily put nothing on Dak, bro. Like not an ounce,
I'm
honestly.
not. I'm not saying I'm putting this game on Dak. I just think this kind of epitomizes who he is. But no, I wouldn't put this game on Dak. Obviously, this game is on that defense. Yeah. Wow. I'm actually speechless. 6 minutes 7 second winning drive. I don't know when's the last time I seen that. A game winning drive that takes up the last 6 minutes and 7 seconds. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. If I have seen it, that gotta be in one of the, I don't know what the history records say, but that got to be up there for one of the longest,
Crazy time.
And,
walk off
and,
drives.
and, and when you do see it, it's a Super Bowl caliber team. It's always a contending team that has a Aaron Rodgers, has a Tom Brady, has someone that controls the game. It's never gonna be a Carolina Panther. It's never gonna be a Cleveland Brown. Like this is where it differentiates with this team, man. This American team, Sinatra, whatever, all of this crap is done. They need to wash all of this away and just rebuild. It's time for a rebuild. Dak is not it. Y'all
Whoa,
never gonna get the defense right. No, Dak is not it, brother. We would have been had a Super Bowl if Tony Romo would have stayed at quarterback and been healthy. I'm gonna always go to my grave saying that. Tony
Well,
Romo controlled the game. You talk about game-winning drives. Tony Romo won
yeah,
games by himself that he knew the defense couldn't win.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
difference between him and Dak, and that's the problem, man.
yeah, I think Tony Romo, I agree with that part where he won games where the defense didn't, but he also did lose games. He also did lose
Sure.
games. He was an interception machine at certain moments. So it was Tony Romo. I think Dak Prescott, there's a higher floor, but a lower ceiling. And that's
Mhm.
what we're saying.
Mm-mm.
That's what I believe with Dak Prescott, and I've been saying it from the moment he got drafted. I was never really high on him. I mean, he's a good quarterback. He's a better quarterback than some of these. He's a top 15 quarterback. He's not Trevor Lawrence. He's not Tua Tagovailoa. He's not one of these guys where they just get paid just because they were a good draft pick. That's not what Dak Prescott. He wasn't even a good draft pick actually. He was a third round pick. He's a quarterback that can make the plays here and there, but again, 9 years to playoff wins, that's a story in itself, and this is not some sort of Matt Stafford situation where everything around him is just terrible. He's had some good players around. He's had some very good outside of Calvin Johnson. Matt Stafford had nobody in Detroit. He had some terrible teams, some terrible defenses. Dak, he walked in and he had the greatest offensive line of all time, arguably, and early in his career. He did have Zeke early in his career. He's had CD, Amari Cooper, an aging Des Bryant, but that first year with Dak, he was still a formidable wide receiver. He had weapons. and it just hasn't been there. I don't think there really is the excuse with Dak. But Noah, you didn't really fill in, so I want to get your perspective on all this before we move on.
Yeah, I'll have to disagree with Twan because I watched Tony Romo. Tony Romo will turn the ball over when you least expect it. He will be cooking. He'll go up down the field, and then right there, bam. He's more turnover prone than Dak. Now, both quarterbacks have not had, well, Tony Romo, both quarterbacks have not really had good defenses for most of their careers. I could say Dak probably had better defenses, especially 2022. But needless to say, Dak's not the problem. Dak's had his shortcomings, but also he's had terrible defenses, just like Romo. Um, but this, to talk about what you're saying on the drive, the play calling was terrible. You remember, like, he called a play action that led to a screen across the field to Javonte Williams. Keep in mind, all he had to do is maybe get Pickens involved. Pickens had 168 yards receiving. Nobody could guard him. None. They were a zone match team. So keep doing what you've been doing all game. Just picking the spots in the zones, making easy completions, milk the clock, and get Aubrey to field goal range.
But
The
yeah, no, no, no. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. But there's a bigger picture in the statement that I was making earlier on. I wasn't talking about specifically this game and blaming Dak. I'm talking bigger picture in his career. He has never been able to make the play to get over the line. Now, this game, you can give an instance the play calling was bad, this or this. But how are you gonna explain the 9 years of football that he's put in his resume? That's my issue with him. I'm talking about the guy that was third in MVP in the regular season and his first playoff game against the Packers, the seventh seed, a team that wouldn't have even been in the playoffs if it wasn't for the extension that they did a couple years ago, went in there and destroyed him. This absolutely destroyed the team. He threw a terrible pick six that broke the game open. I'm talking about the same Dak Prescott that played against the 49ers twice, that looked like a shell of the human being that he looks in the regular season. I'm talking about that Dak Prescott. I'm talking about the Dak Prescott that went up against the Los Angeles Rams and gave up what? They scored 24 unanswered points with him not being able to respond. That's the Dak Prescott I'm talking about. You can't sit here and say, "Oh, this is this and this and this." You can't give excuses for everything. At one point, we have to accept what he is, or not me. I've been accepting it. What he is, and realize, what his shortcomings are. This is his fault too. He's not to, we got to look at the bigger picture when it comes to Dak. That's why pisses me off when I'm seeing people a couple weeks ago saying this guy is this and this guy is that. The moment is gonna come. The moment's gonna come, and everyone is gonna be like giving the same excuses. I've heard this excuse like 7,000 different times. It's the same story, but a different title.
Can I
I
can I
mean,
piggyback off of that?
go ahead.
I mean, for me, it's like you gotta think, man. The quarterback position isn't easy to play. Like, let's be real here. I mean,
Oh,
where's the slander at? Where's the slander at for Lamar Jackson before he got injured? He was doing
I-
the same thing. Where's
He's
the
getting
slander
slandered
at?
too.
he's getting
Where's the slander
slander.
at?
He's getting
Where's the slander?
criticism.
Pat Mahomes when he just lost to the Giants.
Ah, man, he got three Super Bowls, man.
Come on,
Come
yeah,
on,
you
man.
gotta
I
stop,
mean,
brother.
I'm just
You have to
saying, bro.
stop.
Like,
He got three Super Bowls, man. Come on, you can't
Josh
give
what?
Pat
Allen,
Mahomes.
you
260.
refuse to give Josh Allen any slashings.
I ain't
You
gonna give it
refuse to
like
give
no.
him any.
Josh Allen ain't getting no lashings from me, brother. I will stand in front of
No, he
and
needs
protect that
slashings,
man.
brother. He needs slashing because he's white. He has to get slashings, not lashings, brother.
Oh, slashings.
Slashings for them and shit. You refuse to give him even the performance tonight. Josh Allen is not that guy. He's another Dak
Oh,
Prescott.
I ain't check. I ain't. Stop, brother. Don't do
That's
that,
another
brother.
topic,
Josh,
brother.
Don't do
no,
that.
I wouldn't say he's another Dak Prescott, but the Dak Prescotts, the Justin Herberts, the Lamar Jacksons, it's time we are more objective about them. People want to criticize Jalen Hurts because, yeah, he doesn't throw as good of a football as maybe the rest of those guys, and he's not, he doesn't play the best football in the regular season. But you know what? Whenever it's time to make the plays, he's always making the plays. Even in the Super Bowl that they lost against the Chiefs, you can't say it was him. He elevates his play whenever it's the biggest moments.
Exactly.
These other guys, they don't elevate. They become worse in the bigger moments. So I don't care about the bullshit that I see in the regular season. I care about what it matters the most. And that's why whenever we are, ranking quarterbacks, we have to have more, I guess, non-recency bias. Because it's all recency bias. When the playoffs come, suddenly everyone is gonna be like, "Oh my God, Jalen Hurts, the greatest to ever do it." People are talking about Jalen Hurts right now like he's terrible. Now playoffs is gonna come. He's gonna win a couple of ball games. Oh, is this guy already a Hall of Famer? I'm telling y'all right now, that's what's gonna happen. I'm telling
Exactly.
y'all right now, that's what's gonna happen. But we're getting a little bit too much on the quarterbacks. I do want to pivot to a little bit more positive note for the Dallas Cowboys. If you can take away a positive, and that is George Pickens. Sensational ball game. 9 receptions, 168 yards, touchdown. Was hurdling people, was talking trash, stiff arming people. Absolutely sensational. Y'all said last week you need to pay the man. Well, shoot, you need to pay him now.
Still ain't paid him. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas, bro? Pay the nigga. At least put something out in the media where you offered some money to Mulageta and fucking Pickens. To say at least you tried. What are we sitting back waiting to fucking for this nigga to explode, pause, and fucking request top not the CD Lamb type of bread? You gotta understand, bro. This man has 6 touchdowns in 6 games. I did my research. This nigga's tied for first place receiving touchdowns this year. Him and Amara St. Brown from the Lions. Them niggas is tied for fucking touchdowns. That's crazy. If he stay at this pace, that's 17 touchdowns. Of course, CD gonna come back. They're gonna spread the ball more, whatever. But the man deserves to get paid already. I don't know if y'all need to see any more. I don't need to see nothing else more, bro. Go ahead and pay him now. Shit is crazy.
I don't want to play. I want to let Twan and Noah go, but to play a little devil advocate. Yeah, he's been great, but the one reason why I would hesitate, which by the way, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office, they don't get the benefit of the doubt of hesitating because they've done that for years. I'm talking about if this was like a neutral organization. The reason why I wouldn't pay George Pickens is right now he's on his best behavior. You don't see the bullshit that he's doing last year because he's trying to get paid. Once you give him the money, that's when you enable him. That'll be the one reason why. And the Cowboy star, that's already gonna do something else to his head. So that's the one reason why I think twice. But again, Jerry Jones and this Cowboys front office, they don't deserve the benefit of the doubt because, well, they've been waiting for years and they've gone out and having to spend ridiculous bread. They waited on Zeke and paid him money he shouldn't have got it. They waited on Dak. Dak's making $60 million a year. I'm sorry, that's overpaid. They waited on CD Lamb, and I don't think CD Lamb is overpaid, but they're paid him more than what they, you know, and honestly, I feel like Michael Parsons is still a Cowboys player if they decided to be aggressive in trying to re-sign him early instead of trying to wait it out to a point where it was stalemate. So, but keep going, Twan, as I was saying.
I would just refer to everyone to go to our most viral clip on TikTok with my guy Inman, man. I said it. Pickens needs to be number one. That was one of the most viral statements I made, brother. I see it. I know this team. I know what Dax needs. It's not a flamboyant, arrogant, pretty, finessing. Get all that cute shit the fuck on. That's the problem with this nigga. He want to walk around all slow with his little bow leg and shit. Like, niggas got to stop. Niggas have to stop with all that, bro. Get out there and ball. But I tell you what, I know he's on that sideline hoping and praying that he gets back as soon as possible. Because it's going to be a stir up in Dallas. I'm going to tell you that now. The type of player Pickens is, he's not going to be okay with just moving back to where he was at. Because he's not going to get the shine like he is now. That's going to be a problem, especially if he comes back and they still losing and his production goes down. That's going to open that gate up. So you better watch out and watch how they play this real closely. But Pickens, man, he's a dog. He's one of those AJ Brown, Tennessee AJ Browns, where he's a dog on any given Sunday. He don't care who's in front of him. He's gonna ball. CD's not. He don't have the animal in him, and that's the problem. That's always been the problem with me. Um, we'll just see how it goes, man. I know they're not paying them. They're not gonna even talk about paying them this year. So that's out the question. So
They got to though,
I
Twan.
don't know. It's gonna be after all of this. They're hoping he gets back to number two and get back to less production. That's what they really.
Okay, that's what they doing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. It's a game, bro. It's a
okay,
game. Like,
that shit crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I think they should pay him early, like now. But they should. Here's the thing: the benefit of paying somebody early is this hit that you would after, like, for example, Micah Parsons, right? We waited and it came to what, 50 mil. It's not going to come to that type of level for a wide receiver overpay if you pay him right now. Obviously, you could say, okay, players, when they get that type of money, especially with Pickens being who he was in Pittsburgh, okay, yeah, they could flop just like that. But I think he's really just trying to take a step in the right direction. I mean, obviously it's a contract year, but from what I've seen, I would pay him. But I will pay him the right amount, not overpay, not wait. Pay him early and get it done.
Mm-hmm.
No, if you're gonna have to pay a pretty penny for him. I'll say what David Mulugeta. You know, he's a great agent. I mean, this guy has negotiated some of the craziest deals I've ever seen. I think Micah Parsons making 47 million is crazy. I think Deshaun Watson getting 230 million dollars guaranteed after everything that went down is a word beyond crazy that I don't even want to use. I mean, it's wow. This is a guy that's he negotiated $1 billion worth of contracts last season. That was more than every agency besides the top two agencies. Agencies.
Agency.
It's ridiculous. He's changing the game as an agent. He has all these top players, and he's gonna get George Pickens what he deserves, and we'll see. I mean, I feel like these agents. The good thing about it is these agents they look out for the best for their players. So he's not gonna have like a personal beef with Jerry Jones over some of the shit Jerry Jones said about him. He's not gonna go and hold a grudge because that's putting yourself over your client, and I don't think he's gonna do it. In fact, he said he's not gonna do that on first take. So he was saying there's no issue that he has with Jerry Jones because that's business. I mean, you can't take things personally. You can't just say, okay, that's it. I'm not gonna deal with no cowboy, with the Cowboys ever again. It's impossible for an agent. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes down that situation. But George Pickens is balling. He gives you somebody the Cowboys, CD's a great wide receiver and he'll get separation. But CD's not a guy that if he doesn't get much separation, yeah, he's a little bit taller, lengthier, but he's not somebody that you throw deep one on one, no separation, and he can come out at the end of it. That's not really his game.
Yep.
Not saying he's a complete finesse wide receiver. I wouldn't go that far. He's not any gadget or anything like that. But he's just a different versatile can play in the slot. And now George Pickens is a guy 3rd and 11. Even if he doesn't get much separation, just throw him the ball and he can make a play. He can make a play 50-50, he can make a play and he gives you a very good chance. That's the sort of guy he is. So I think he's a good balance to CD. And I think them two being together will be perfect. And I think without him, this game is not as close as it is. So I think he's come in and he's done the dividends. One of the few bright spots, or no, there's been a couple bright spots this season, but one of the main bright spots is George Pickens. So, for the Cowboys, that's at least something positive. Something else I wanted to touch on, with Rico Dottle having the game of his life, which is so predictable. You were saying, Mullah, you said something very interesting a couple days or maybe a couple weeks ago. You were like, every time you watch somebody, career highlights, it's y'all on defense. And Bryce Young, I mean, this was a career highlight for him. Yeah, he had a couple cute moments at the end of last season, but that was losing team, just trying to say, this is his biggest win of his career. Going back up to get back to 500, walking down the Cowboys the way he did, the clutch plays on 3rd and 4th down. Rico Dottle going for as much, and you're thinking, okay, the Cowboys have had one of the better running backs in the league. Javonte Williams has been great this season. Okay, Rico Dottle has this sort of game. At least Javonte Williams can come and show them why they let go of Rico Dottle. This dude, Javonte Williams, I need to pull up the 13 carries for 29 yards, 2.2 yards. And I'm not, this is not all on him. The Cowboys' interior offensive line, they were moving guys as well. There was no room, there was no holes in there. So that aspect of it, I mean, just what is going on? I mean, is I don't get it. I just someone explain it to me. I don't even know what question to ask. It doesn't make no sense to me.
You got Noah.
I mean, I'll start with Rico Dowdle. Or maybe not only with Rico, I'll start with Rico Dowdle. With Rico Dowdle, hey man, we was not buckled up, man. We were not buckled up. I literally we were not buckled up. Literally, it's like you trade away Micah, you get those picks, but you get Kenny Clark, right? It's supposed to be run stopper. But I'm not gonna put it on Kenny Clark, even though he's there, he's part of the blend. but it's like they cannot get off blocks. The linebackers are terrible. You would think it's all on the interior D line. The interior D line has been like mid, but considering it was just trash. But the linebackers don't know how to just shoot the gaps. It's like, what are we doing? It's like all three levels of defense were just ass. Like, just ass. And talking about career players with highlights, Russell Wilson, week 2. Where is he now? Doing nothing. But 400 yards. Or what, 500 yards? Oh my goodness
Oh
gracious.
my
It's
goodness.
like this
Shit
defense just
is
cannot gap
That's crazy.
assignments.
That was
Gap
his
is
career. He's 30. He's 36 years old. He hasn't had a good season in like 4 or 5 years. That was his career high, guys. That was his career high. Rico Dotto this week. That was the most combined yards a player has playing up against his former tier in NFL history. Guys are not having their career games against the Cowboys defense. They're having historic things against the Cowboys. These are these are
you fucking
historic.
right.
These are going to Canton for these for
Crazy,
these.
bro.
Yeah, it's
You
ridiculous.
right. I mean, yeah, that's what I said, bro. Like every time I don't be tripping, bro. When I put on these highlights and just watch NFL highlights, it's always us on defense. Like, that's a true, that's an accurate statement. And we finna be on that bitch even more after this season. Cause not only did Dowdle go off, and make history, T Mac, they receiver they drafted, scored his first touchdown against us. Not one, but two. Shit is ridiculous. I can't make this shit up. Bryce Young comes and plays his best game of the whole season. Fucking last week when we played the Jets, what's the quarterback?
Justin Fields.
Justin
Justin
Fields.
Fields plays his best game of the whole season.
You know he
Russell
had
Wilson,
he had
like
41 yards yesterday. Justin Fields, 41
shit,
yards. He had
41, bro.
41 yard, 41 yards yesterday. Yeah, he's going up against the Broncos defense, but like he's not a good quarterback. And
He's not a good.
Cowboys made him look affordable. Make him look affordable. They made everybody look affordable. I mean, bums. Wandale Robertson, he had over 100 yards. He had a buck 40. Like, come on, man. Come on,
What
man.
makes it
So
even worse, what makes it just the biggest slap in the face, which I love, is the game plan going into that week was bulletin board material for Rico. He gave them bulletin board material. He said they have to strap up. They have to buckle up. That means that their focus this week was really the only focus on this team right now is Rico Dowdle. I
Yeah.
mean, Xavier Leggett, I don't know. He needs to start modeling. He needs to just get out the league. He's horrible. T Mac is their only profitable receiver to me. He's young.
Yeah.
So their only focus was this man. They went into the game focused on him, and he has the best performance out of any man on the field. That shouldn't happen. Unacceptable.
Bro, the man is
Unacceptable.
running for 8 yards, 10 yards before he get touched.
Unacceptable.
Keep in mind, keep in mind, the player I'm about to say, he's not the whole defense, but Sanborn's ass wasn't even on the field, and we were even worse. Like, think
Yeah,
about that. His hips are made of cardboard. Think about that. And we were just as bad. We were just as bad.
You
Like,
can say his
this
hips
is
made the car.
terrible. This is just atrocious.
This is
It's real
ridiculous,
bad.
bro.
Oh,
You think-
what's it called? Think about who we got in a couple of weeks. We got Kyler Murray. That's gonna be an even worse. I'm
Well, I
calling. He's
think
gonna
Kyler
drop
Murray hurt.
42.
I think he out. I think Kyler is out.
Is he out for a while though?
yeah, I think he might be missing a couple weeks because seemed like a multiple week injury. So, but
That don't
you
mean shit though. That
I
don't
mean,
mean
it's
shit.
like he could, hey, 3 weeks he could come back just to play us.
Brissett just gonna have
know.
his fucking career highlight day against us. That's all they going. That's all that means.
Who they
Brissett
backup is?
Brissett just gonna go off on our ass.
Oh
So
hell. No.
Brissett the backup?
Yep.
Brissett the backup. He's still a
Ah,
veteran.
that's the only way y'all. That's the only reason y'all gonna escape. I promise you, that's the only reason. Oh my God,
Brissett to get out there and slang that bitch though.
Brissett, this nigga's horrible. This nigga's horrible, bro.
Brissett over. I ain't going.
Y'all lose to Brissett. It's a totally different topic, bro. It's totally different. Like,
Oh my
Well,
god, bro.
we'll get to this next week game, and Arizona's the week after they take on the Commanders this week. We'll
Oh,
we'll
that's 2 weeks after.
we'll, we'll what's 2 weeks
Damn.
after?
Nigga, we got Washington, then Denver.
Oh yeah, Washington, then
Lord
Denver,
have
then
mercy.
Arizona. Denver, yeah, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
bro.
So yeah, I mean,
Shit.
is there anything else? Any positives or any more negatives from the game
I
before we
guess the
move on?
only positives is our O line played good. They didn't give up no sacks.
I don't know about that. Hold on a
And
second.
not running for the in the running game, they didn't do well. But passing, pass blocking, they did pretty well. Right?
Yeah, yeah, I can
They
see that.
didn't. They didn't allow a sack. And you gotta understand, we
Almost
still
that.
got O linemen
Yeah,
out. So
I didn't really see Dak Prescott get pressured much this game. I thought he had time to throw the ball,
Yeah.
time to read the defense. Noah.
I
we over here
mean,
talking about the fucking O line, bro. This shit is sad.
okay, my positives
What
were
the fuck?
Dak and George Pickens. Those were my positives. Dak
Yeah.
played a great game, phenomenal, and then George Pickens played a hell of a game. Like
Okay.
Twan,
Yeah.
like
Keep
Twan was
going.
saying, I'm going to say this earlier, but I see what Twan is saying. I see where he's coming from because I watched Tony Romo, but who did Tony Romo have? He had this guy right here. That's who George Pickens reminds me of. He reminds me a little bit of Dez. I'm not gonna lie. Reminds me a lot of Dez actually.
For sure.
But yeah, I love the way he plays. It's very complimentary to CD.
Okay. Here's what I'll say about Matt Eberflus and the Cowboys defense. Here's what I do. The Cowboys, they don't have many stars on their defense. They really. I'm looking at the defensive side of the ball, and Kenny Clark. I still think he's a solid player. Other than that, it's pretty garbage. But you do have two guys making $100 million as your cornerbacks. So you live and die by those players because those are the players you're playing. You can't stop the run. You are giving up this game. You gave up 183 yards, right? You know what? If I'm Matt Eberflus and I want to save my job, like you have to pick. There has to be something you take away. You're gonna give up a lot of yards passing. You're gonna give up a lot of yards rushing. Something you take away. So you put your emphasis on the guys that you pay. You load the box. You make Trayvon Diggs. You make Duron Bland. Actually play quarterbacks. Don't put them in cushion. Don't put them in this zone that preserves the team. You play, man. You make your guys that get paid money. You put the emphasis on them. You load up the box because the linebacking core is weak. The pass rush is not great. The front seven is weak. The one part of this team on the defensive side that they've invested in is the two cornerbacks. So you put the emphasis on them. And if they're shit, Matt Eberflus can sit down, or they are shit. We know if they're shit. Matt Eberflus can sit down. Hey, these are the guys you gave me. He can get the guy. He can get the pressure off his back. But right now he's out. He's trying to change up things. He's trying to protect guys that are making money. You can't be protecting. Those are the guys that are supposed to be, carrying the defense. So that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna die, at least die because the players that you're paying are not living up. As a coach, you can say, look, you know what? They're I'm loading the box because you didn't give me linebackers. You didn't give me a pass rush. I'm sending pressure because you didn't give me a pass rush. At the end of the day, I have to do what I have to do. If these guys are not living up, that's not my problem. Because these are the guys that you are paying. So you put the emphasis on the guys that you're paying. Those two cornerbacks don't want to do their job. They're letting Tate McMillan get his first two touchdowns of his career. They're letting Russell Wilson get his career high. You should let it happen. As far as I'm concerned, you should let it happen. That's the only way, in my opinion. That's the only way Matt Eberflus can keep his job. He can kind of blame it on those two guys. Because I mean, is that crazy? I mean, what
Ain't
else are
keeping
you gonna
shit
do?
around this hoe. I promise you, I'm going on a fucking 1 man march, 1 man fucking strike, and I will stand outside that fucking star every day with a fucking sign in my. They're not keeping him. I don't give a damn. His ass ain't gonna be here next year. I promise you that.
He's
Hey,
absolutely gonna be there
Fuck
next year,
that.
brother.
He will
hey,
absolutely not. I guarantee you he won't.
Same with
You,
Jason Garrett. Same with the previous coach y'all had.
you
He's
think the
gonna be
problem?
there, brother.
Y'all think what's the bigger issue though? Is it the personnel or is it Eberflus himself?
I think it's Eberflus, bro. I think it's both. Honestly, see, I
It's
think
both.
Eberflus is still in the mindset of when he was in Chicago and he had the Trey Edmonds, the Khalil Max. Like you don't have that personnel. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes are way more physical. They stopping shit. We seen the defense he had back then, and I think that's what uh Jerry and them banked on when they brought him in. But bro, we don't got them killers. We don't got killers. When you look at our defense, we don't have killers. We don't got no nigga where nigga come across the middle, nigga hesitant, nigga a little scared. He don't get his block knocked, block rocked and shit if he come across that middle. Nobody, them niggas jogging across the middle, fine and dandy, smirking, cheese and grinning. And I
You
did
know,
a little. Go ahead.
You know what he thinks he has? He doesn't look. I'm not sure. I don't think Khalil Mack was ever a Chicago Bear while Eberflus was maybe 1 year or something. But you know who he thinks he? He thinks he got Kenny Moore from the Colts because that's when he was. That's when he made his name for himself as a defensive coordinator. He think he got divorced Buckner. He doesn't have that sort of personnel. He doesn't have Darius Leonard. Was it the linebacker from the is it something? Is it Darius Leonard? This is
Yeah,
the
There.
Darius
linebacker.
Leonard
He
from the
doesn't have
Colts.
a yeah, he doesn't have a Darius Leonard at middle linebacker. He has he has these guys. Your best player
He's
on
got
defense
These
is
guys.
Overshown. That's
Overshown.
honestly your best player, Overshown.
Yep.
And and it's so I mean and they also I said last week of the Cowboys at least this defense if they force a turnover give your offense extra possession they did that. Donovan Wilson got an interception that led immediately to 7 points
Mm-hmm.
immediately to 7 points, and it's still not enough. If I were y'all, I think it's very, very concerning. 2, 3, and 1. Washington coming up. CD he should be back either if not this week, next week. What is? I mean, I keep asking you, is there optimism? And y'all keep saying no. I don't know why he'll suddenly. I don't know why he'll turn yesterday. Turn yesterday. Noah. Noah,
All right.
you're optimistic. Noah. You're always optimistic. Come on, man. Give me something.
Okay. Before I do that, can somebody check on that Washington game? Because like I'm on my phone right now, so I don't know how's that going. I was watching it a little bit.
22-24.
Huh?
22-24. Washington down. They just
Washington
scored.
down.
22-24.
Bet. All right. Um, Before I get to the optimism part, the question: personnel or the coach? I think it's both, but it starts from the top. This owner is stuck in the past. Who did he hire? Somebody who's stuck in the past. Who did they get to be their linebackers? People who were failed first round picks or just rejects stuck in the past. That's the memo of this franchise, right? So that's where we're at. And I agree with Emron, his game plan, because you need to pick your poison, but you're investing a whole over 100 mil in two cornerbacks. So line the ass up. Prove it. All those one-on-one videos, line up, press man, press coverage. And I want to blitz. Can you blitz for the love of everything? He really thinks he can get pressure before 6 games in. Like you didn't see that after Russell Wilson. You didn't see that after Caleb Williams. You didn't see that after what? Just the Jets are trash. I don't even count that, bro. You didn't see that after Jordan Love. Like I just don't get it. You need to adjust. Like they're just stuck in like years ago. So before we get to the personnel, okay, this is the personnel you have. So make it work. You need to blitz. You need to blitz a lot. If you're going to pay the people on your back end, trust your back end. Also, I don't want Donovan Wilson playing like he's in coverage. That's not why we got him. I remember when he was number 37 under Mike Nolan 2020. He was known to hit folks,
Mm-hmm.
not to cover. He's not a
Yep.
coverage guy. He's a
Yeah.
strong safety. You could put him in the coverage that benefits him. He's more like a Jamal Adams type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you need a better scheme. You need to play to your players' strengths, not to their weaknesses.
Yep.
So I agree with that. Now optimism. Here's my optimism. CD come back. Hey man. Hey. Hey. Who gonna stop us? Now look. Before you
Go
get on my
ahead.
ass, listen, listen. We just gotta. I can't even say this. We gotta force some turnovers. Just look, throw the house at him. Like Wink Martindale with the Giants before he got fired. Just blitz, pray. You know what?
Yeah.
Call your dad. But really, like, just go with your offense. When you need the points, score. But that's what CD's going to provide. I think Tyler Booker might come back too. So come Vontae Turpin. I think just the defense, they just need to like put their shit on the line, bro. Like, get it to a point where I know they're not going to do this, but like, bro, if you don't do your job, you're out of here, bro. I'll get anybody. I'll get niggas off the street. That's what we're doing with Mike Nolan, right? Let's get niggas off the street, bro. I'm so serious. Like, you're done. Eberflus,
Wait,
I want him gone by maybe not this week because they got Washington. They might fucking go again. I need by if this shit keeps going on by week 10 I want his ass out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. Out. Gone.
Gotta
Gone.
go.
Puts like,
You gotta
bro,
go, bro.
he is worse than Rob no what is his name?
Rob
There's
Marinelli.
Mike
Rob
Nolan, Mike
Ryan,
Nolan.
Mike Nolan. Oh my god, bro. He's worse than them, bro. He is trash. He's garbage. Terrible. Our optimism is CeeDee Lamb. We need Dak to lead us. We need Dak to lead us. Oh my god, we need Dak, Pickens, and CeeDee Lamb to lead us. The same attitude that Javonte
Okay,
Williams
but
is
you
running
say
with.
you need them to lead us. So before I move on to them, lead us to where? I mean, where do you think they can go if they get it together?
Hey,
You
hey,
think?
hey, hey, hey. It's two things, right? We need to lead us to a win, to W's, and then the playoffs. But we need to win the W's first, and then hopefully the playoffs.
So
But
you think you no? You think playoffs is still possible?
yes, but the defense has to change. The defense got to change. Like, here's the thing. Listen.
No shit. The defense got to change. I mean, bro.
Yes, but here's what I'm saying though. Like, we're this early in the season. Like, we're still 2-3-1, even though that's terrible. We're still 2-3-1. Like, if we were like 2-5, 2-6, okay, I could say we're cooked, we're done. But we're still 2-3-1. We got Washington coming home. Like, obviously,
You know,
you want
Yeah,
me to?
Imran
you
just
know,
ready to get his shit off. Look.
no. I'm gonna say the one thing though. If the Cowboys somehow can go in, can play Washington and play the game of their lives defensively, they leave it all out that they have, and the offense continues what they're doing, and somehow they pull out with it. I think it completely changes the season. I think
That shit
that
gonna
the 3-1 and beating a team like Washington, beating a division rival, taking a win off them, I think it completely um changes the mood and changes. Y'all don't think so? You think even if they were to pull that out, this team is shit, no chance at all? Because y'all are looking at me funny.
would be pure luck. Go ahead, Twan. I'm gonna let Twan go. He ain't said nothing in a minute.
It doesn't matter, brother. Y'all can be Washington both times. Y'all can be Washington both times. Y'all can go and beat whoever else y'all ain't played twice yet in our division both times, and y'all can win both of them games. It's not gonna matter. It's not. Y'all can go undefeated the rest of this season. To me, it's not gonna matter until playoff game one, which is gonna be a disaster. Whoever you play, it needs to be washed, bro. This is done. Whatever scheme, whatever thing y'all got cooking or been brewing these past couple years, it's not work. Y'all going down in the trajectory. Y'all getting rid of best players. Y'all losing run defense. The little that y'all did have, that's completely gone now. People talk about what Parsons didn't do in the run game. Now look what's going on. We got people getting career highs, brother. Like, it's done. I don't see any fixes. I don't see anybody sitting on the couch right now that's gonna fix this season. So live with it.
I tell you what, and this may be a hot take, but I'm still with Noah. What he said last week, man. I think Overshawn can turn his defense around, bro. And I know they say one man can't fucking save the world. I get it. But something in me is telling me when Overshawn get back, this defense gonna be another tune, bro, another heartbeat. I don't know if they're gonna send him, rush him. I don't know how they gonna use him. But I'm telling you, that man is the heart of this defense. They have no heart. They have no identity right now. We have nothing. I thought Kenneth Murray was a dog. All these niggas ass, man. I'll suit up, bro. I guarantee I'll get a stop. You got me fucked up. I'm getting me a stop. You're not
Hey,
converting that fourth down on me, bro. I promise you not. You fuck, bro. Yeah, I'm not going, bro. I'm not going.
I
I
think I
think
think I think they will. I think they'll do much better if you would call the plays. Forget go being on the field. Just run the defense. Just go run the defense.
nah, I
ridiculous.
one thing I wanted to say is that, like, I feel like this defense, how as bad as they've been, remember, we've seen the worst of the worst. The only way we can go is up. It may sound corny, but hey, that's what I'm gonna go with. Two, I feel like this defense can play good with momentum. But the way you have to do that is play to their strengths. Call some shit that okay, they can run. If
What
you
is
have
their
certain
strengths? What are their strengths though? Play to their strengths. What is their strengths?
Emra.
Okay,
I fuck
okay.
with
Here's what I can say.
Emra.
Here's what I can say.
Emra here.
Here's what I can say. Here's what I can say. If you
No,
blitz, hey,
genuine,
that
genuine
could be.
question. I'm not even trying to troll. But what is their strengths? I think all facets of that defense is a weak point. If you put that pass rush on, give me a team. If you put that pass rush on the Broncos, that'd be the weak, or not Broncos. They're an elite team. Give me a middle of the pack defense, the Jaguars. If you put that pass rush on the Jaguars, that'd be considered the weak part of their defense. You put that linebacking core on that Jaguars team, that'd be considered the weak part of the defense. You put those overpaid guys in that secondary as the Jaguars secondary, that would also be the weak part of their defense. Yeah, Overshown coming in, you get that little bit of a wild card factor in the player. He's a very, very good player. But he's not gonna. This is not a Fred Warner. Yeah, yeah, devastated actually about his injury. This is not a Fred Warner. I mean, he's
Yeah.
just a solid player, Overshown. He's cool, you know. He's a really good player, but he ain't about to make you all know top defense in the league. I tell you that right now.
I
Yeah,
think people just not afraid of losing their jobs right now, and that they're playing like it. I don't know what the fuck they doing. I followed the Cowboys during the offseason, and I seen them at practice hopping and skipping with fucking donkey heads and horses, stick horses and shit. Yeehaw, the fuck out of here. I slick knew we were gonna lose when I seen what Dak wore to the fucking game.
I didn't see it. What he had on? I didn't
nah,
see it.
He had
he
on
has
these
some.
fat ass boot cut ass pants like he always wear. Get your
No
fat
fat
boot cut
ass
jean wearing
J's. Boy,
ass,
you don't even wear J's, boy.
but you don't even wear J's.
Get your get out ass the fuck out of here with all that shit, boy. You on your get out shit trying to he's trying to mingle, still play both sides and shit.
Still play
Brother,
both
just stay
sides.
on that side now,
Boy,
brother.
show up in a suit like you supposed
A
to.
suit. And you
The
gonna
fuck
wear
are
some
you
bootcut
doing?
ass jeans, put some cowboy boots on, bitch. He got
Hey,
to stop. He's trying to mix
Walk
it.
out the
Man.
door
He
looking
got
all goofy and shit, smiling. This
yeah,
nigga goofy, bro.
I'm not
Oh
gonna
my
lie.
god. Yeah,
You
man.
gotta
I mean, but this is what I was trying to. Oh, my fault. No, go ahead. My fault.
nah. What is real quick? Like, especially when I see him, not only like the what he be wearing, but it's like he'll take accountability. But I need this dude to get mad or some shit, bro. They need to
Yeah.
have a light fire. Like they want to say, "Oh yeah, way to take accountability, not put your defense at fault, bro." Bro, tell them they ass, man. Like,
Yeah.
got
man,
to
y'all
agree.
ass. Like Cam Ward did, y'all ass. Y'all
Yeah.
garbage.
I,
Tyree,
I, I don't know. I don't know if that. I
tired of that
don't. I
shit,
don't
man.
think that's the right thing. I do
Yeah,
not
that
think.
shit really didn't help. It
No,
didn't
It
help
but
at
really
all.
didn't help, but
This shit
hey,
didn't help.
I don't
it's
think.
some, okay.
I think, bro. Number one, already the Cowboys. I don't think they have as much respect for Dak as the Cowboys, as a player should have for the franchise quarterback. I remember was it a couple months ago, maybe a year ago, when Micah was on his podcast and he didn't have Dak in his top five. That was crazy. And also there was a training camp video. I don't think it was this training camp, but the year before. So they have contained Trayvon Diggs is containing Dak and forces him out of bounds. And he told him to shut your bitch ass up,
Yeah.
nigga. To the
Yep.
franchise
Yep.
quarterback. They ain't got
Yep.
no they ain't got no respect for him. He can't
Zero
go out and
respect.
he can, bro. I could imagine, Stephon Gilmore trying to say that shit to Tom Brady. I mean, the whole team
Oh
would
my
have
god.
jumped 2 feet into his ass, man. No way, no way. Charvarius Ward would have done that to Pat Mahomes when he was on the
Yeah.
team. No way, no. You
Nope.
can't, you can't. They don't got no respect for
You're
Dak,
not
so you
doing
can't.
that to Aaron Rodgers. You're not doing that to no
What?
esteemed
Bro,
quarterback.
I don't even think you're doing that to Trevor Lawrence, bro. I mean, I don't even think you're doing that.
Damn
But
sure ain't
yeah.
doing that shit to Jay Cutler. Old school Jay Cutler would have got on his ass. I remember Jay Cutler was
so,
throwing, bro. He was throwing off. You ain't talk. Dak ain't got no nuts, man. They know he
yeah,
ain't gonna drop
they
his
don't
nuts.
got no respect for him. You don't have the balls to do that, and they don't got the respect for him as well. So if he goes out and he tells, if he tries to make a statement, he's just gonna lose. He's gonna lose that team, bro. They're gonna.
He's the first quarterback to get spit on by a defender in NFL history. It goes to
hey,
show
he,
you what people think of him.
hey, he rage baited his ass real good though.
He race
He
baited him
really
for
He
did.
sure.
did.
He
He
race
did.
baited him for sure.
On some
Here's what
right
I'll
Shit,
shit,
say.
big
got
shit.
some shit.
Here's what I'll say. Dak Prescott, he's a great human being. Walter Payton man, Walter Payton man of the year. This is If you had a Hall of Fame of good guys, he'd be in it. But it's not about good guys. You know, when we're talking about performance on the field, he doesn't have that fire, and I don't think that's necessarily the worst thing in the world. I think you could be a good quarterback and not have that fire, but sometimes that fire is needed to take you over. You know, that edge. You know, you gotta almost be a psycho when you're on the field. You see that with even Baker Mayfield. He had a touchdown yesterday, and it was a roughing the passer, right? He got hit, and as soon as he was getting up in Upton Stout's face, and he's yelling at him. He's probably saying a few choice words and all that. Dak Prescott ain't got that kind of fire. He's the type of guy where you'll go out, he'll put his helmet on, you have a big smile on his face, like I'm happy to be here, jolly. And that's just what he is. I don't know if we can, blame him for it. It's just it is what it is. I mean, he's
And
made a career.
the way he's playing, he's gonna get another contract extension.
Oh.
He's
For
gonna
sure.
get another contract. He's gonna be a Cowboys for life, bro. And
Yeah.
we're fucking done,
Before
bro.
before we end off, I do want to go real quick. The biggest of all big pictures. I think now the Cowboys dropped 2-3-1. I've always wanted to look for the right time to introduce this topic because I think it's been too early in the season. But when I was doing interviews yesterday, for the first time, somebody mentioned Jerry Jones. And it's something I've been neglected to mention because I kind of wanted to hold it off for this end of the season topic. But I think it's clear, Jerry Jones is a great marketing guy, but when it comes to being a general manager and an owner in general, he's failed the Dallas Cowboys in the last 30 years. They have not made a single NFC championship. I have not seen them win a Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't know how old are y'all. Y'all have not seen them win the Super Bowl. I mean, if y'all were
No.
and you know what I mean. So I mean, what's y'all, you know, any thoughts on Jerry? I don't even know what y'all, I've never asked y'all about this. So is he the reason? Is he the big reason why this franchise is what it is right now? Mula.
Shit. Yeah, yeah. He's the isn't the general manager in control of bringing players in?
Yeah.
So
Contracts, trading, all that shit.
I'm gonna get him the fuck up out of here, brother. Go sell some oil. Get the fuck out of here, man. But we can't pack Jerry up. We gotta wait on God to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's out of our control. But yeah, it starts from the top. It starts from the top. And you just gotta think of it, bro. Like motherfuckers be going in on Stephen A be going in on the Cowboys. What Jerry do? Jerry invite this motherfucker to the star and hug him and nobody got a fucking backbone. Nobody got no nuts in the organization. You're not doing that shit with no Mike. I don't know no fucking serious ass NFL owners out here, but you're not doing that with a Mike Tomlin and nobody who don't play that shit. That's why the Steelers have the culture they have. It starts from the top, man, and it trickles down. So you're absolutely right. Jerry Jones plays a major part in it, and I just wish we would have kept Al Harris, man. They fired Al Harris because they didn't want to promote the man to defensive coordinator. He deserved it. He deserved it, bro.
What I think they should have done is I think they shouldn't have kept Mike McCarthy for as long as they did, and they should have elevated Dan Quinn.
And Quinn,
That was the true real mistake. And look what Dan
Dan,
Quinn is doing with the Washington Commanders now.
Dan Quinn would have been head coach. Al Harris would have been defensive coordinator.
Oh yeah, he would have elevated Al Harris, defensive coordinator. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Torn, thoughts on Jerry? Is he the real reason for everything we've seen up to this point?
Well, absolutely. Started with Jimmy Johnson. That
Oh
was the
wow.
curse. That was the curse of all curses. They're never gonna recover from that. You can't do wrong to good people, man, and expect great outcomes with yourself. I mean, you've been a disaster ever since that moment. That was a bad decision. Romo was a bad decision. I don't see any good decisions he's made. Be honest with you. Paid Dez. Dez instantly. Well, Dez deserved it. He deserved it. He was a dog. He was a dog.
Yeah,
But
damn.
the Romo, he overpaid Romo. It's just friendly. You know who he would have been great at? WWE. If Jerry was Vince McMahon, oh,
Yeah.
oh my God. No telling where the WWE would be at right now. I mean, it's
Yeah,
big,
yeah,
but it
yeah.
definitely would be bigger. But as
Yeah.
far as the NFL, no, like you said, he's an entertainer. He's more so of an entertainer. No way you should have Stephen A. step foot any 100-yard radius in any related Cowboy shit.
Yep.
Respect, out of
You know
respect
that
for your fan base.
you know that is the equivalent. That is the equivalent of LeBron James getting skip on uninterrupted.
Oh,
That's
Mhm.
literally
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like it
yeah.
makes zero sense at all. But it's all marketing with Steve. It was with Jerry
Marketing.
Jones. I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones feels some sort of gratitude to Stephen A. because I think Stephen A. has helped elevate the Cowboys brand,
Oh,
and
for
I think
Yeah,
sure.
he
yeah,
feels
for
some sort
sure.
of
Yeah.
gratitude. He feels some gratitude towards him, and that's just damning that I'm even coming to that. Noah, real quick, can you go? I did say that was my final topic. I had one last quick thing to ask about. Noah, real quick, though, go though.
Yes, 100% on him because he's the one that controls it. It starts from the top. He's the one that he made. Look, he's a great owner, marketing guy, whatever. But the Dallas Cowboys, even though I like the Dallas Cowboys, they're the biggest franchise I've known that doesn't win shit. Like, have you ever like the Patriots? Hey, they won shit. You know what I mean? The Golden State Warriors, they won shit. The Miami Heat, they won shit. We haven't won shit in 30 years. Like, it's so bad. Like, you got hella fans, but hell of them don't have hope. Like, Twan has not had hope since I don't know how long. Think about that. Think
Yeah.
about it.
Any okay, final topic real quick. Any chance Cowboys got this Sunday going up against their division rivals, the Commanders? Let's start off with Twan.
There's always a chance, brother. I wouldn't be surprised if they go out there and have one of the best games of the season. That's just the Dallas Cowboys. Everyone's going to go off. The defense is going to shut Daniels down. Daniels is going to look like a deer in headlights. It's going to be insane. Like, that's just Dallas shit. They got Bryce Young out here looking like prime Brady, clock managing and shit. It's bad, man. But they again, it's a caliber based team. They play with their competition. Whatever energy the competition is giving them that Sunday, that's how they're gonna play. So Jaden gonna come out there. He's gonna try to ball. So of course Dallas gonna refute that and ball back. And I feel like Dallas will win. Which I have a strong feeling they're gonna win Sunday, which is gonna make it better for me because they're gonna do just enough to be in the middle of the road for drafting. They make sure the draft is not too good. The placement in the draft it's bad, bro. It's
Mhm.
bad.
Yep.
Mulo?
Shit, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. At this point, since Swan is on some fortune telling shit, I'm going with whatever that man says. I think we're gonna win. We might win, but I tell you what, I'm gonna be pissed whether we win or lose. Cause why are you guys playing and beating the fucking Commanders and losing to the Panthers, bro?
No.
I'm gonna be pissed regardless.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, I think they're gonna win. This is a divisional game, but I'm gonna stand behind Dak. He owns them. He has their number. He has their number on speed dial. He has their number, and I think he's gonna get after that deep. I mean, their defense is not bad, but I think he's gonna he's gonna show Dan Quinn something. I don't know. Dak's gonna show him something. I think this defense is really like a prove a week. I don't know. Is this? I just Eberflus, can you show me something? Can you show me anything? Something. Can you throw your playbook away and show me something? Can you throw the house at him? Throw the house at him.
He gonna
This
do
defense
that.
is to stand up. Like, hey, like, do I want a job tomorrow? Let me get up and start playing well. Like, come on. Seriously. Have some pride in yourselves, man. Y'all look like y'all just, hey, lost souls out here, stuff like that. Let's go, man.
Get your
Damn,
ass
hey,
on
hey.
Madden or something. I don't know.
2-3-1. It could be worse.
The ugliest record in the league, by the way.
I
That's an
know. I
ugly
know.
ass
That shit's
record to
annoying to say every time.
have.
Hey, take some pride and go let your nuts hang, bro.
God.
But we beat the Giants and we beat the Jets, bro. Like I'm losing hope. That's why I was saying I was trying to squeeze out as many wins as we could before the bye week. Cause that second half, bro, we may lose every fucking game in the second half of the season
And
if we
y'all
beat
lucky
them.
they didn't put Dart in that first Giants game. But I'm
Exactly.
gonna tell you
And
what though, he's gonna be in the next one, brother. And y'all gonna have a ride. Enjoy the ride, brother. Enjoy the
shit.
Motherfuckers beat the
ride.
It may
Chiefs.
not matter by week 18.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna matter. It's
Yeah.
not gonna matter.
Well, appreciate y'all
Yes,
for
sir.
tuning in to the Cowboys Unfiltered. We'll be back next week. Maybe, just maybe, the Dallas Cowboys will pull off a shocking win against the Commanders and give Mullah hope again.
Swan said it, man. Hey, he ain't been wrong yet. This motherfucker ain't been wrong yet, bro.
Ain't been
So
wrong.
thank you guys for tuning in, like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir.